Hey budget family, this is Brianna here, and I'm gonna go ahead and go over what I use when I do my budgets, all my pens and accessories, and where I got them from. So let's go ahead and get started. As you remember, in my first budget with me, I kind of did an overview of what was in here, but I'm gonna go into more specifics of where I got them. So this cover I got from I made it myself. This is just a scrapbook paper from Walmart. It came in a booklet, and I want to say it was around $5. So it wasn't very expensive. And then I got these letters from Michael's, and they're just like stickies. So I put them on, and then I laminated the whole thing. So that's my cover. And then I also have this calendar, which is a 2020 and a 2021. I got this off of Etsy. I don't remember the shop offhand, but I will make sure to put it in the descriptions below. So what I have here is all of my paydays are highlighted. So we are bi-weekly paycheck family. My husband also gets on us paid the same day, so we go ahead and combine our incomes and have a joint account. We also have our own personal accounts as well, but this is what I use when I do my paycheck by paycheck worksheets. I also have something in pink. I'm sorry, I thought my camera turned off. We have the pink. We do get a per capita from our tribe every quarter. So these are the days that we do get them. So I went ahead and highlighted those, and those are the same days every single year. And then I have an overall year tracker that I use, and I just made this in Word. I know there's some you can get on Etsy, but I kind of wanted to do my own, just so that I could fit everything on. There was a lot that I couldn't fit all of my bills on one paper. So this is what I used, and so I check off every time we make a payment. This is another document out of Word. I do get child support, not consistently, but I do like to keep track of it. So this is what I use. My ex-husband is supposed to pay me $80 every month, but as you can see, it's not happening. And these are I also get his per capita garnishment, so this is what those payments are. However, he's supposed to be making $80 on top of that, because he hadn't been working for quite a while, so he's in arrears in that aspect. And then I also have our monthly bill trackers. This is also a document from Word, and I go ahead and put all of our due dates, the amounts due, the date that they're paid, the amount paid, and the balances that we began that month with. So it's not after the payment, but this is the balance that was before those payments were made. And so that is a front to back, and I have those for the rest of the months. And then this is what the old one looked like. So I went and upgraded it to the newer version, and I just changed the font and the paper. So this was more of like a gray brownish paper, and then I went more white in the ones that I typed in. So this is my current month, and then as I get the statements, I go ahead and put them in. But when I was finishing out my July, I had some of the numbers already, so that's why some of them are already typed in. But once I finish out the month, I will go ahead and put it in this form, just so I can take a glance at it. And this is where I keep where my balances are, and make sure that they're coming down from the previous month. Although sometimes they actually get higher. So these are the next months, which is September, October, November, and December. This is a page from the Budget by Mom workbook, and it's just a membership and subscription. These are the only subscriptions that we do have. This one is a new one. My husband was putting it on his credit card, so I went ahead and told him just to put it on his debit card for our joint account, so that he wasn't paying interest on it. I don't know why he was paying with the credit card, but we went ahead and made that switch. I don't know the exact price yet because we just started, so I'm gonna wait and see what that number comes out to every month. And then these are the other ones, and I do pay a yearly Amazon Prime. Our Disney Plus is a penny because it's actually with our Hulu. And then I do have YouTube Premium Family, so that is for all of us to use without watching commercials or whatever. So these dividers are from the Tul brand, and I ordered these off of Amazon, so I will make that link, get that link for you in the description. I believe they're around $11 if I'm not mistaken for a set of 5, and I went ahead and ordered 2 sets. And then I have some extra dividers that I received in a previous notebook, so I was able to do the months all the way for 12 months, so I had to get 2 extra ones, but they came in a pack of 5, so I ordered those off of Amazon, or you can get them from Office Depot. That's where the Tul brand is from. So then we go into our worksheets, and this monthly view is from an Etsy shop, and I'll go ahead and link that shop below. So this is where I do all of my tracking and all of my bills. This is more, gives me more room on 2 pages, as the budget by paycheck workbook only gives you this little space. So this is like a clean shot view of what I'm going to put in here. And then the no spends, I just, you know, used a stencil that had a square in it and just highlight it and then wrote the no spend. I did order some off of Etsy, the no spend stickers, but I haven't been able to print them out yet. I don't know what's going on, but so I need to do that. And then I use these little dots. They are from this little pack here. I believe I got them from Walmart, the smaller ones, and then the big ones I got from Office Max. So I use these to coincide what my spending is. And these stickers I also got off of Etsy, and I can show you those right now. This case is from the Recollections from Michaels, and I got these off of Tailor Made Creative Co. And these are just a bunch of different colors that I use, so each color represents whatever payday I'm in. So as you can see here, this is the yellow, and then everything I pay is in the yellow, and then the blue as well. So this is where I got those from. I have the bill dues and the automatic payments. This is the automatic payment one. And so there's just a lot more in here. And then I got different colors that I can use later on. These are a bit smaller. I ordered these thinking that they were these ones, but when I received them, they were the smaller ones. So I'll use these if I ever run out of these ones. And I also ordered some little flags. And those I use for the paydays as well. Or, you know, to mark something significant that I need to keep track of. And I believe I got these on clearance at Michaels. I believe they were like 40% off. And then, so I think they both came out to like $3 together. And then I also got this small one from Michaels. And this one holds smaller stickers. And these are the budget by paycheck cash totals. So this is what I take to the bank every payday. And I will show you more of that when I get into the pages in here. So again, this is where the budget by paycheck starts, and it gives you this monthly view here. So I go ahead and highlight where my paydays are, and then coincide that color with whatever needs to come out during that pay period. And then these little ones here, I go ahead and pay out of my own personal account, because these are what I use just for me, basically. Although my family does use the YouTube Premium, but it's more not a necessity for our family. So that is what I use out of my bank account, and then the HBO Max. And then I also highlighted here, we do get a per capita this month. And due to the COVID pandemic, our casino was closed for quite a while. So our per capita this month wasn't that great, but hey, money's money. So we've been lucky enough to be able to work through this pandemic. So this is the paycheck bill tracker. This is the cash envelope breakdown. And you get, I believe in the actual workbook, I believe you get 4 or 5 of each, but I only print out whatever I need. So, you know, we only get 2 paychecks a month, and then every 6 months we get 3. So if I need an extra one, I can go ahead and print that out. So those are the same. And then you get expense trackers. Again, I only print out what I need. And then here I went ahead and made this in Word as well, and this is to kind of keep track of my spending. So we do have a cashless system, so I need to make sure I keep track of all of our balances once it's spent. So I will sit here probably 2 to 3 times a week and go through the numbers and make sure that we're still under budget. And then this coincides with whatever I'm tracking. So the highlighting matches the highlighting here, so that I'm aware of where the money spent goes into each category. And then this expense tracker is for my own personal account. It's not a big account, but this is what I use for my personal spending, and so I keep track of that in here. And then I don't use the payment plan because I use my tables that I showed you in the beginning. And then I also I made this again from Word, and this is just my sinking fund worksheet, and so it gives me a beginning balance, what I did for each paycheck, and these amounts never really change, they're always the same. And then the amounts we withdrawn. So we needed to buy some air filters and some other things for our car, so I went ahead and withdrew some money here, and we ended up with an $80 balance. Here we did get a few clothes for school, so we went ahead and used 60 of that, giving us a balance of 80. And here as well, we got some school supplies, and my daughter has uniforms, so that's what we got here, and this is our ending balance. And then at the very bottom we have all of our totals. So I did close this out on July 31st. However, I didn't realize my husband had already ordered some air filters to replace in the vehicles, so I ended up having to correct those the other day. And then it just repeats itself for the months. So we have August. Again, this is what a clean version looks like, and we did some shopping and eating out on the 1st, and then so throughout the week, again, when I do my expense tracker, I'll go in here and fill out what days we use, so I can track when we actually haven't spent any money. And again, these are from Walmart, and the bigger ones from Office Max. This little thing is from Staples. It's from the Arc brand, as you can see here. It came in a pack of 2, and I believe I got I did get the bigger set that actually fits this one, so that is right here. So I got this one and then this one, so I got one and you get 50% off the other. So I got the small pack and then I got a big pack, and I do have a tool planner that is this size as well, but since these stickers aren't that big, I went ahead and just did a smaller one. Again, this is my worksheet for our cashless system, and the reason that we don't use cash is here in Arizona there is a coin shortage, so a lot of places will only let you use cash if you have the exact amount, and the fact that me and my husband are always on the go, so a lot of our eating out will be on both of our debit cards, and I just, you know, we have a hectic schedule, so having cash and then trying to give my husband cash and vice versa, it just doesn't work out for us. And then sometimes on our way home, or you know, if I forget to pick something up and he's on his way home, I'll go ahead and call him and tell him to pick something up from, you know, the supermarket. And so it's just easier for us to do a cashless system because, you know, I'm not the only one that shops. My husband shops as well, and my son can also use our account as well. He has his own separate account, but if I need him to pick something up, I can just transfer it into his account and then I can record it here as well. So that's the reason we don't have anything. And this is our category key. I made this off of Word as well, and I just typed it up, printed it out, cut it out, and then highlighted all the categories to match what my system is, and then laminated it. And I got this little lamination thing from the dollar store. It came in a pack of 5, and it's just these little self-laminating cards. I do have a laminator, but I just have these sitting on my desk, so the smaller things I just use this. And so yeah, they came in a pack of 5 and they're from the dollar store. Again, these are all the months. They're basically all the same. So we'll go into the back here. And this divider is off of Etsy. I will go ahead and link that shop below. However, you see it gets real scratchy and, you know, gets dirty really easy. So I didn't really like these. So that's why we switched to the Tul Dividers. But I needed an extra one here, so I went ahead and put this one in. I don't see it all the time, so that's fine. And then this is just some Tul notebook paper that I got from the original Tul planner I was using for this, until I, you know, kind of customize it to how I wanted it. These stickers are off of Etsy, so I did get some monthly stickers, some payday stickers, and some date dots here. And these are just a freebie from one of the sticker shops that I got from. But I will link all of these again in the description below, or you can look here and see what the shops I did use. And then I did some debt-free.com charts. So this is our car loan here. As you can see, we're not very far in it. Although this car, I believe we only have like 1 more year to pay on it. And I just started this in April. So if I were to have start from the beginning, we probably would be more up here. And then just have, you know, probably 1 line every payday. But, you know, I only started in April. So this is our beginning balance in April, and then we are doing our debt snowball towards this. So once we fill that envelope up at the end of the year, we'll go ahead and pay whatever amount we have in there. And I think right now our goal is $1,200 by December. And then this is for our second vehicle, which is a Dodge Durango, and this one's fairly new, so this amount is pretty accurate to what we started. I believe our starting balance was maybe around $40,000. So we ended up So this one will go very slowly since this is still a brand new car. And then our personal loan, we are moving along pretty well. So these are those. And then our starter emergency fund. Although we do have our $1,000 in savings, this is more of an at-home emergency fund. So if something breaks in the house, or you know, something having to do with the kids, or you know, just something that we may need on hand, this will be that money. It's not our $1,000 emergency fund. We already have that in our savings account. And then this is another debt tracker, which I haven't started using, but I do have it here. And this is just blank. I believe you can actually go in and edit all of this. And then this one has the months down here, but since I started in April, I didn't want to start using this till the beginning of the year. And then this is just another scrapbook paper from the same package that I got from Walmart. And then these rings I got off Amazon. They are metal, so they're not the plastic flimsy ones. And I will have that link down below as well. I don't remember what they were called, but they're, I mean, there's not really a brand on it. It's just, you know, I like the color because it did match my cover. So that is my budget worksheet. And then for my sinking funds and cash envelopes, I use this Recollections binder from Michaels. I did use a black one before, however, it had a magnet one on here, and so it would just keep sliding off the bigger the envelopes got. So I went ahead and got one that actually snaps so that it could stay together. So this is an A5 binder, and these are A5 envelopes. So what I went ahead and did was just made some cash envelopes, but I left the sides open so that it would be easy to put in. I put the cash in here and the balance sheets. And the reason I did both sides is because if someone were to open this, they wouldn't see just cash in here. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure they would still look inside and see what was in there if they were to happen to come across it. But I mean, at a first glance, or if I'm somewhere, they can't see how much money I have in here. So all of them are like that. They all have a backing. They're all laminated too. And then I got these words off of an Etsy shop, and I'll link her down below. Although now I do have my own Cricut, so I could probably make my own. So I have all of these in here, and these are all of my sinking funds and cash envelopes. And I also have this Parkoo erasable pen. It's in the 0.7 and it's a blue, and that's what I use to write on my balance sheets, so that just stays in here. So then we go on to the actual pens I do use in my workbook. So this is a Tul Metal Barrel Pen, and it is a 1.0, so it's a pretty bold pen, and it writes blue. So I can go ahead and show you that right now. So it's a blue pen. And then I have the Sharpie S Gel in the 1.0, and the silver means it's a black pen. So I also have that well. And that's in black. I also have another Sharpie S Gel, which is a 0.7, and this is in the color blue. So I really like these pens as well. Then I have a Pilot Frixion pen in the 0.7, and this is a black pen as well. Although it's not as bright as the other ones, so I don't really use this unless I don't know an amount or an exact date. Then I will go ahead and use this so that I can just go ahead and erase it. So I have that in here. And I also have another Tul pen in the medium, which is the 1.0. And this one is a black pen instead of the blue. So I really like using the Tul ballpoint pens. I also have some gel pens as well, but I really don't use that in my workbook. But I can show you those after I get done with this. So I have some highlighters here that are from the Pen & Gear brand, and these are from Walmart. It came in a pack of 12. So this is the brighter colors, and then the other colors are similar to this but in a more pastel color. So these are all from Walmart, and I believe right now they're pretty cheap since the back to school sales are on. And then I do have one mild liner here that I got from Michael's, I believe. I did get a pack of one, but all the colors seem to be similar to these ones, and I couldn't, it was too close to the blue or to the green, and so I needed something a little bit different that I can make sure it differentiates from those two colors. And then I have a pencil in here. It is actually a pencil and a pen. So here is a red pen. You twist it again. It's a pencil, and then a black pen. So that's just in here. Sometimes I need a pencil, sometimes, you know, I don't want to leave any marks from the erasable pen, so I'll use a pencil. But I hardly ever use pencil. I just have it in here just in case. And then I have a Tombow correction tape. I got this off of Amazon, and it came in a pack of 10, and I'll have that link below as well. I also have this Casio calculator, and this was purchased at Target for around $8, and I'm pretty sure they're probably a lot cheaper right now, again because of the back to school sales that they have. So this is what I carry if I'm on the go and needing to calculate anything. This bag is from Amazon, and I will link that below. It has 2 pockets here. It has a big opening here that you can lay flat, and all your markers will sit in there. And it has this little carry loop here that, you know, you can just take wherever you need to go, or clip it onto a bag. And it just zips like this. And then it also has a zipper on the top, you know, for quick reaching. But usually when I do work, I have it open flat all the way. Then I use this at my desk. This is just a regular Casio calculator. Nothing special about it. I got this at Walmart for, I believe, around the same price, around $8. Right now I don't know what their pricing is, but again, it's probably cheaper now due to the back to school. And then I use this notebook from Target, and it's the Marami spiral notebook, and I believe I got this for around $10 at Target. And I really like the little plants and cacti that are up here. It has pretty thick paper, and this is why I chose it, so that I could use, you know, I do have my savings tracker in here. So we had reached $1,200 in June. And again, we started in April. We have a really hard time saving. So this visual really helped us out, you know, like, okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. So this was fun to do. And then I started another one here because we had filled it up. So I made a bigger one. And so now we're at 1400. And I thought I counted out the lines right to go all the way to 27, but it ended up being halfway there. So that's why there's this number up here instead of on the side. But it's still a jar and I can still fill it out. So there's that. And then I keep track of our sinking funds in here. So what our ending balance is, I'll end up putting on the top. And then if we use something or withdrew something, then I'll write it on the bottom. But yeah, so this is also where I keep track of my sinking funds. And then my debt snowball. So we have our car, our personal loan, and our other vehicles loan. So this is how we're gonna start working on them. I'm not planning on reaching all the way up here. Like I said, this first year we're wanting to do 1200 and then paying that to this. And then next year we'll work on the loan and save up and then pay whatever we have in there to this loan. And then once these two are somewhat paid off, then we'll go ahead and start working on our last vehicle. And this is more newer, that's why these are, you know, fairly around the same amount. So we want to go ahead and pay this vehicle off so that my kids are able to use it, and you know, if something were to happen, it's already a vehicle that's paid off. So that's why we're trying to hurry up and pay this one off. And then these are just a quick overview of what my paychecks are. So that, you know, those are the same. And then this is the new savings jar that I added in here. And then I have my August ready. So I do have these lines. I use the Tul brand here for my pencil and a Pentel click eraser to erase the lines once I'm done writing it in. And then the pens that I use here are the Tul brand as well. So these are the needle point Tul pens in the fine, so that's a 0.5. So I have the purple, well I have all of the colors, but the ones I do use in here are this pink color, the purple color, and the black color. And then the bolder ones are the S-Gels 1.0. So if you don't know, I really love this brand. These write very, very well. You know, they don't smear. And so when I'm getting ready to go ahead and close out my budget, I'll go ahead and put the remaining numbers in here. And that way I just have this in case I don't want to, you know, lug around my big planner if I just kind of need something to glance back at. Because once I do finish the month out, I take it out of the planner and I scan it using a little Epson ES60 scanner. So I scan all of my documents into our computer, and then once they are scanned, I go ahead and shred them. So I mean, I'm still saving it, but it's easier for me to look back in this instead of, you know, logging into the computer and trying to go through that. So I believe I got this at Sam's Club, and it was $60, I want to say. If I can find it on their website, I will link that below. So this is just a little one. It's, you know, not a big fancy one. Our printer has a scanner on it as well, but it's all the way in the other room. So this is, you know, my work desk, and that's where I keep that, is in here with me. So other than that, when I do print out our pages, this is the Tul brand puncher. So it allows me to you know, punch my pages and put them in the workbook. I got this off of Amazon. It was actually on clearance on Amazon, and it was like $19. So I went ahead and got it, and that's what I use to punch all of my pages into my workbook. I also have a Happy Planner one, which I like, but you can only punch like one paper at a time. As with the Tul brand, I was able to punch 4 or 5 pages, and depending on the thickness. Like the paper I do use is a heavyweight paper, so it's not, you know, flimsy like a regular piece of paper. I believe this is around a 30-pound or 40-pound paper, and I got these papers also from Office Max, and I believe it's just their brand of paper, and in the heavier weight. I want to say it's a 40-pound, but so yeah, that's what I do use in here. So here's the punches, as you can see, so I can take them out. And then the date dots here. They're a little bigger than what I normally like, so I didn't get my new ones in until later, so I did October's already as well. So this one has the smaller ones in November. And these I just got out of a sticker book from Michael's. And I'll have to figure out what sticker book it came out of, but these are the numbers I normally like rather than the big ones. But it still looks nice. I could write the numbers in. I mean, as you can see, I don't have bad handwriting, but I like that it looks neater when the date dots are in there. So if you guys want any of my trackers that I do use that I made, you can ask for them. I'm not, you know, asking for any purchases or anything like that. You know, we're all on this budget journey together, and I just created whatever I could that fits my own needs. So if you need anything, just go ahead and let me know. Again, I have this yearly tracker, I have a child support tracker, and my bills tracker, and the cashless system worksheet. Well, it's my worksheet, but if you need it, you can, and you can customize the labels to whatever fits your needs. So yeah, go ahead and contact me and let me know. And thanks for watching. I know it was kind of a lengthy video, and I didn't want it to take that long, but again, I had a lot of stuff that I do use. So, and then I kind of wanted to just introduce myself. Again, my name is Brianna Rhodes. I live in Laveen, Arizona, which is on the Gila River Reservation. Both me and my husband are enrolled there. However, I am half Navajo and half Hopi. My family from the Navajo Reservation is from the Mexican Springs area, and that's from New Mexico. So so I do have a lot of family up there, and actually I had to say goodbye to my grandparents about a month ago due to the COVID. They both ended up having that, and had passed away from it. So and it was hard because we weren't able to travel up there due to the COVID rules and everything. It, you know, there wasn't very much we could do, and with my job restrictions, we're not allowed to travel anywhere that has high COVID rates. So yeah, I wasn't able to attend. And then I lost my brother on the 6th of July, also to COVID. He didn't even know he had it. So this really hit our family hard due to, you know, it was sudden. And you know, we're still in recovery from that, and it was hard because, again, we couldn't be around family. Our burial services was only consisted of 10 people, and it just, it just wasn't the same having only a little amount of people around us and not being able to grieve the way we want to. So me and my husband also both work for the Gila River Indian community, so we do get paid the same days. However, we don't work in the same area. He works in a different department. He works in construction, where he maintains people's houses, and if, you know, they do a rehabilitation in a bathroom, like a lot of our elders need help, so they need like railing in the bathroom and things like that. So that department will go ahead and make handicap available things to those families in need. So that's what my husband does. He's more in the construction kind of area. And then I am a legal aid, or a paralegal, and I do work from some lawyers on our reservation. And so, you know, we are able to somewhat work off and on from home. We do work every other day, and the way we have it now is like this week I'm off Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but my husband works Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I work Tuesday and Thursday, so he'll be home Tuesday and Thursday. And that's kind of to help out my daughter. She is already starting her online school here, and she's been doing it for about 2.5 weeks now so far. So she's pretty good at what she does. She's a pretty smart kid. She's in the 3rd grade. So alright, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and comment below and just let me know what you guys think.